Hello, everyone. Welcome to the second WWETT 2026 Exhibitor webinar series. Thank you for coming. Again, the purpose of these webinars is just to help you guys with all your last second planning tips to help you improve your AR, your ROI around the show. So again, thank you so much for attending. And here we go. So you guys also know the webinar will be recorded. It's going to be posted up on our already exhibiting tab on our website. And also down in the corner, there'll be a button to ask any questions throughout the webinar. Again, here are the event details, the show dates, exhibit hall the 17th through the 19th, conference the 16th through the 19th. The expo hours, 9 to 5 on Tuesday and Wednesday, 9 to 1 on Thursday, and the conference hours as well. Here's our agenda for this meeting. Again, we're going to be talking about the new events and our welcome party, registration, which is now open and live for you guys. A couple things to definitely highlight, directory listing and product categories. Make sure you go in and check those out. We've updated the product categories this year. So some categories may not have been brought over from last year. So just make sure to check, make sure you guys are listed right in there. And there's some other things we'll be going over during the meeting. Here are some new and updated features for the show. Again, we will be doing our second annual award, Young Professionals Awards. We're also launching our Women of Wastewater Awards to again celebrate the women who inspire and change the industry, our professionals under 40, and that award ceremony will be Wednesday. We'll also be doing our first time exhibitor program again. We will be having booths in the lobby, so please be aware of that. And the Indie Humane with our cute little dogs will be in meeting room 138 this year at the event. I'm now going to turn this over to Molly to go talk through registration. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Molly, with part of the client services team for the WWETT show, and I will walk you through the registration and customer invite portion of this show. So here on this screen here, you'll see the demographics question that you'll get if it's your first time logging into the registration console. This question asks whether your primary contact is attending the show. So to access your exhibitor registration, you can do so by clicking onto Register Your Booth Staff. Once you've answered that demographic question, you'll land on this main screen here, which provides you with an overview of the show information. On the left-hand side of the screen, you can toggle between different registration features. Under Roster, you can track your company's allocation, you can view who's registered, and you can pull badge receipts. You can also resend confirmation emails here, edit badges for your team members, or delete them if needed. Under Register Your Booth Staff, you can sign up your staff for Expo Hall passes. Please note that each badge does require a unique email address. If registering multiple team members, you can select Add More Booth Personnel, and that will pop up additional line items to fill out. Once finished, you can click Continue Registration, and that will complete their badge sign up. If you're registering anyone for a full conference pass, you can do so under Register Exhibitors with Full Conference here. You can also sign exhibitors up for individual sessions on the tab below that. The difference is under individual sessions, you can add a la carte sessions and education upgrades. For both of these passes, payment will be required on the final screen. Receipts can be pulled at any time from this roster page up here. Upload a file allows you to bulk upload badges when registering multiple people at once. Full instructions are provided on this page here if you'd like to do so. And another great feature this year is you can quickly re-register staff from last year. If you had any booth personnel that was signed up last year, they'd show under this section here, and you could click re-register to quickly re-register them, and then they'll show up in your roster. So now we can jump into inviting your customers. New this year, you can purchase the full education package for your customers free to them. So to do so, you just select the quantity that you'd like to purchase here and then proceed to checkout. Once you've completed the steps on this page, you'll receive a link to share with your guests to complete their badge sign up. Under this send invitations for free expo hall is one of two places you can find your company's promo code and custom registration link. You can share these with guests so they can register for a free expo hall pass to walk the WWETT show floor. And a great new feature this year we're excited about is this customer invite registration report. So this tool lets you track who has signed up using your company's promo code or using that conference pass link that we talked about previously. This works seamlessly with the customer invite program, which I'll jump into next. So that you can also access from your portal home screen. It's going to be right below registering your staff, this customer invitation dashboard. You can toggle between the tabs on the top of the screen or select images under this invite option to quickly maneuver this page. If you scroll down, you can access your unique promo code and registration link to invite qualifying customers for free Expo Hall badges. So this is going to be the same promo code and link that you can access in your registration portal discussed earlier. You can also share these ready to broadcast HTML emails or use this as a landing page invite. This gives you instructions on how to do so, as well as upload a logo here and preview that before you send it out. You'll also be able to access downloadable banner graphics. These can be used on your website, email, signature, or social media. And we also have an option to share customized posts on your favorite social media networks via LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, or X. And at the bottom of the screen, you can easily share this invite program with any members of your team so they can help invite guests as well. And that's going to be it for me. I'm going to throw it to Elias now.
Thank you so much, Molly. I appreciate it. So I'm going to be here to help you guys out with the exhibitor portal for the show. So if you're wondering where any of those items were on the previous page, or if you do need to order anything from Fern or update your profile, there's a few different ways that you guys could find this. One of the simplest ways is to go to the WWETT Show 2026 you'll see in the tab for Exhibit, and right there at the Exhibitor portal login, you'll be able to take a direct link to your account. So just so you know, normally this is the primary contact's email address and then whatever password he made for your team. Some other helpful ways to get your portal login if you may not have it. You could either reach out to myself or Bill, depending on who your point of contact is, or the WWETT at or info@WWETT email address would be able to assist you as well. Could you hit the next slide, please? So once you're in the portal, you'll see a few different items. So right here at the top, if you do have any of those upgraded listings, which we'll talk about later, this is where you'd be able to go in and add your description, product categories, any of the extra items. But even with the basic listing, like Mark mentioned at the beginning of the call, we did transfer over some product categories as well as you want to update your description. This is very helpful for the attendee to find you not only on site, but through the app and the web page. You can be found based on description words, product categories, and items like that for attendee search. And there's also some helpful tools here, as you can see on the checklist and resource tabs for anything, like I said, for ordering that you may need for the show. So next slide, please. Yep, so right here. So once you go into that update your product area, you'll see you can select up to 10 or more, just whatever you think fits best for your company. Like I said, the attendees will be able to use these product category search options to help find exhibitors at the show. So I do recommend, like I said, going in there, making sure they're updated from last year to this year, or any new ones you guys may want to add with anything new you're trying at the show, or maybe even some new products that you guys have. Next slide, please. And then what everyone would like to do is obviously see attendees. So this is something that we had last year, and we're going to continue to do it going into this year. One of the important things is to have this appointment setting feature. Without you guys having this set up, the attendees will not be able to sign up to meet with you. So this is a very helpful way for anybody that likes to do stuff before the show, likes to do stuff during the show, maybe promotions or any of that, to have these appointment times available. People from the beginning of the show all the way to the end can sign up to your portal and log in for these appointment times. So if you are trying to set appointments within your booth, this is a great feature to meet with the attendees directly and to maximize that conversation you guys have on the floor. Next slide. And then I believe I will be handing it off to Ashley for the important deadlines.
Hi, everyone. I'm Ashley Cannon, the operations manager for the WWETT show, and I'm going to go over some show logistics with you. These important deadlines can be found in your exhibitor portal, and I will cover a few real quick today. If you're planning to use an EAC, exhibitor appointed contractor, to install or dismantle your booth, please designate them as soon as possible, as the deadline was December 1st. If you've purchased a sponsorship and have not yet sent us your graphic files, please do so by December 11th. The Indiana Convention Center online ordering for electrical and utilities is now open, and 2025 pricing will be honored through December 31st. January 1st, the new increased rates take effect. Our mandatory booth display approval form is due by January 7th. And Fern's online ordering discounts run through January 23rd, and standard rates take effect January 24th. Next slide. If you haven't yet booked your hotel room, please do so through our only official hotel provider, On Peak. Now I am going to share my screen and go through some additional features of the exhibitor portal. From your home screen, you will see the checklist, and you'll find a list of important items and deadlines to keep you and your team on track. You can sort by item detail, due date, category. You can even create your own checklist items. Another feature is the ability to create appointments to meet with prospects, clients, and partners. When an attendee views your booth online, they will have the opportunity to select one of the meeting times you've established. Here in the resource section, you can access the exhibitor handbook, frequently requested information, order show services, promote your presence and past communications, as well as special request forms. If you're looking for something specific, this search bar is a really good tool to use as well. Now, let's get back to the slides. Here's our target move-in plan as of December 3rd. This plan shows the earliest date you and your team can move in and arrive to set up your booth. This is updated monthly, so be sure to let your EAC and show team know if something changed that is not reflected. Next slide. Here's a list of our approved vendors. As I mentioned, OnPeak for hotels, Merits for registration and lead retrieval, Sodexo Live for any booth catering, Smart City for internet, Marquees for any AV needs, United Security, Fern, and the Indiana Convention Center. Please reach out to show management for any questions. And just one more important reminder, beware of scam offers. Companies are falsely representing themselves as official partners of the WWETT show. Scam offers include unverified official attendee lists, hotel packages by unauthorized providers, exhibitor listings and fair trade guides, and publications not associated with WWETT, and more. Do not do any business with any of these companies, and remember, when in doubt, contact show management for verification. Now I'll pass it over to the Indiana Convention Center.
All right, hello. So just going over some important information. All electrical orders must be paid in full and in advance through the ICC portal. Orders not paid in full will not be placed until paid for on site, which can cause delays. And then any electrical diagrams or layouts must be provided for all orders. Expect delays if your diagram's not provided before getting on show site, and just making sure you have directional orientation on your diagrams is very helpful. In regards to rigging and sign hanging, sign orders do not include the assembly of your banner or sign. So going through Fern to order the sign assembly labor is through the OneView site. Labor orders to install or hang your banner sign can be placed through ICC starting on January 2nd of 2026. And then on site, sometimes the wait time inside of at the exhibitor service desk can be long, so try your best to follow all the tips above to prevent delays. We will have 2 desks in that space to hopefully mitigate any long lines. And then just one more thing to note for electrical. If you do not place your order before February 3rd of 2026, you will be charged not the advanced rate. You will be charged the updated rate, and as we get to the show date, you'll be charged show rate on the floor. And back to the WWETT team.
Alrighty, so I'll be here to tell you guys about the exhibitor listing packages. So these are some of those items I mentioned in your portal where you could update your description and other items. So for the smart business and maximum exposure, this does allow you to have a few more opportunities. With the smart business, you get the ability to have the online leads, as well as uploading company photos, videos, or product images and descriptions. As well, with the maximum exposure, you can see you get a little bit more of those items, as well as the perks of being the priority direct placement at the top of all searches, similar to if you ever Google any item. Most people normally look at the top 3 to 4. So definitely very beneficial to have the max exposure for when attendees are on that app or looking for you on the website. It's definitely a great way for you guys to not only grow your exposure on site, but digitally as well, with the ability to upload all those product images, as well as the videos and any collateral resources you may have. The attendees have the ability to share their contact information with you directly. This could be before the show, this could be during the show, or even after the show. And you guys would be able to export those leads to a Excel list, similar to if you have the lead retrieval badge scanning on site. So this is definitely something I recommend to all customers. It really helps you guys increase your lead generation at the show and reaching much more of the attendance base that may not get to see you on site. If you have any specific questions, you could always reach out to Bill or I, and we could provide some examples or some of the best ways these have been used. Next slide, please. So here you can see this is from our directory listing. You can go to the website as well as the app to see these. These are some of the promoted maximum exposure ones that we had. If you become a certain sponsor level, we add that bronze, silver, or gold medallion to your tablet, as well as the exhibitors can kind of click on here, see the photo images that we've included here on the bottom. So just a better way to help you guys stand out for everybody on the app as well as the website page. Next slide. And then these are some of the last few big ones that we have left that have been very popular. Our market leader sponsorship is probably one of the best offerings that we have at the show. I'd say there's at least 5 or 6 offerings in there from not only on-site promotion, but digital promotion as well that can really help a company stand out from ones that have been there for a while and are trying to do something new, as well as a new company trying to make an impact. Some of the other big ones on there that have been very popular this year are the column panels that are right outside the show floor. With us having lobby booths, we do anticipate seeing more traffic out there. And those column panels go all the way from our sales show office down to the north entrance, closer to where you would walk for the welcome party area. So definitely a great area for foot traffic as well as eyesight traffic. And just a couple of the other big ones to mention on here would be the show bag sponsor as well as a registration sponsor. I mean, for eyes on offerings, those are two of the ones that stand out the most at the show, can really help you guys make an impact and be stand out at the WWETT show compared to other exhibitors. Next slide, please. And then I will hand it off to our fearless leader, Mark, to send us off to the day. If you have any questions, you can use the Q&A button and we will answer it through there.
Well, guys, once again, thank you all for attending our second WWETT exhibitor webinar. We will have one more in the series, as it says on the screen right now, on Friday on January 9th. We'll be going over more different options. So if you like this one, please register when we send out the notice for that one. As everyone said, this will be posted up on our website after if you have any further questions. Again, thank you guys all for attending the webinar. See you all soon.